Me, I lost my money, it's my loss. Billionaire loses money, a loss. Being a grandpa must be tough. Some baby mispronounces a word and suddenly your name is Peepo for the last 30 years of your life. AI. Justice system when crimes involve ordinary people. Justice system when crimes involve elites. Guys, my 17-year-old cousin doesn't know what Looney Tunes is. Price, game, price, game. An AI company has built a biometric robot designed for human companionship. Moya is equipped with body heat dense skin and costs around $173,000. David Cage lied to me. He said they would cost $8,000. Medical students watching surgery for the first time. I'm sad. Turn the sadness into something positive. I'm sad. Fun fact, no state requires a dog to have a carry permit. I bring a sort of I wanna go home vibe to parties that people don't really like. Me, sees a cool post right before closing the app, so I immediately reopen the app. The post, adios. Batman be like, now talk. AI recreations of popular meme templates. Whoa, this is worthless. Where is the F I gave? Can you find it? Average mom and baby photo. Average dad and baby photo. The freshest thing in this kitchen is that pigeon. Thank you, Gordon. RFK Jr. I'm not scared of a germ. I used to powder off of toilet seats. Wi-Fi routers in Australia. Lovely couch you have here. It would be a shame if someone were to she on it. Another meme about fighting the power and injustice. Whoa, this is worthless. Me waiting for the 50% off chocolates on February 15. When you're ready to go but your phone is on 10%. Doing it that way won't work. Me after it works. What's the difference between a hippo and a zippo? One is really heavy and the other is a little lighter. I go check the game everybody is playing now. Gacha, JRPG, MMORPG. Two people I know who broke up years ago are on separate romantic vacations with their partners in the same Greek town, and I'm just sitting here watching it unfold on Instagram where they have each other blocked. This is the most riveting thing I have seen in forever. I'm cancelling all my plans. The thief who steals my phone reading my poems in my notes app. Knowing is half the battle, and the other half is violence. Man, no take backs. The torture who threatened to sit on him if he ever broke her friend's heart. Okay, that's enough. Someone put a blanket over my cage. Me randomly deciding to lie on the floor instead of any furniture cause it feels good. Thanks, have a good day, don't tell me what to do. Me smiling normally. Me when I'm asked to smile for a picture. When I ask my boss for a raise. My son has created a primitive pillow fort. My daughter, unable to break her way in, has wandered to the kitchen and is eating his half-finished dinner while he screams, "No, mine," from behind his walls. I could stop her, but I think it's important to let children learn important lessons, like when the enemy's fortifications are impregnable, pillage the countryside until starvation forces them out. Sorry, just read your text from last weekend. Are you guys still at the bar? Bladed weapons confiscated from rioters by the Paris police. Look at the scars my cat gave me. It's because you look like a salmon. It's effed up. Mice don't make holes like these anymore. Don't cross me or I will start a band and we will play your least favorite type of music and become huge, and the name of the band will be your car's license plate number and you will look like you got a vanity plate with our band's name on it. Oh my god, you will feel so stupid. My toxic trait is that I hate to leave the house but I love to leave the country. Dave getting back tomorrow. He'll be back Tuesday. He will. It's 2025. You can just edit the message. I'm a millennial. I fix my typos with an asterisk. Editing messages feels morally wrong. Fun fact, your internal body temperature rises when you are infected because viruses are using your body for peer-to-peer file sharing. How it feels after shaving my thinning hair and accepting my baldness. When I'm in a oversharing about personal life competition and my opponent is Instagram threads users. A man in Florida woke up with a headache only to discover his wife has while he slept. He survived. Dude got up and was just like, "Oh babe, I got a bad headache." The longer I live, the more convinced I am that this planet is used by other planets as a lunatic asylum. You bought a king-size bed for yourself. You sleep alone but you feel something on the bed. When you fart so good your stomachache goes away. Sleeping position of different professionals: teacher, lawyer, engineer, doctor. Outfit in my head versus when I wear it. Employees, boss. We need to infuse AI into our products. I'm not successful in spite of my autism. I'm successful in spite of the whole world telling me how wrong I'm all of the time when I'm actually doing what is right for me most of the time. Me, the same songs over and over. Any plans for Valentine's Day? Me, microwave cooking for one. My teacher, after realizing I did questions 1, 2 and 5 instead of questions 1 to 5. You are not a clown. You are the entire circus. When your ear randomly pops and your hearing suddenly increases by 35%. My parents have been married 60 years. My mom told me she has been giving my dad the same Valentine's Day card for 20 years. And the beauty is he has no idea. He reads it in its entirety every year. And then she puts it back in a drawer for next year. Freaking genius. Hi, are these still selling? Would you ship to Spain if I pay for ship? I don't do international shipping, I'm afraid. Afraid of what? Do not be scared. Can you ask DoorDash to cancel order? Excuse me, why are you not giving me my food? I'm getting arrested. Area 51. Any other Area 50 under? Me buying more shit. People who try to convince themselves that more possessions aren't the path to happiness, true lasting happiness. Not sure if I should be sad I'm single on Valentine's Day, or happy because I don't have to get anyone anything. Hold my beer. I'm sorry for acting strange. I'm strange, and it will happen again. Please Jessica, can you give me a hand tomorrow? I'm completely swamped. My editor is all over me to finish this book, but for you Seth I'll try my best. When you have been in the bathroom for so long that your parents genuinely get worried and come to ask if it's all okay, you can't rush fart. The muscle memory the Germans have is something impressive. Did you call a customer dumb tonight? No, I said are you dumb? I was asking him. The Dow is over 50,000. 50,000. My underwear watching me buy $10 roses and $50 teddy for my girlfriend. Dress for the job you want. Me. Have you seen Groot? Who? Crypto bro. Gold investors. I love your negative attitude and your reluctance to connect with others. Me when the Squid Game subtitles mention Gangnam. If you're sad about being single on Valentine's Day, just remember that candy is 75% off the next day, you fat lonely sack of shit. When people are arguing about politics but I ain't seen a meme about it yet, what the F are these people talking about? Soup. Sit down. Bro didn't even hesitate. If you're a man and you're struggling right now, just remember nobody cares and it does get worse. A drunk girl at this party asked me, so like what's your backstory? I said scoliosis and she said with complete sincerity, that's crazy, I'm a Libra. When the snow is falling, ho ho ho, this about time we get a jolly white winter. When the snow melts, there's dog shit everywhere. Me when I was 5, can. No straw to save the sea animals. I don't get offended easily, but did y'all know the serving size on Oreos is 2 cookies? What kind of absolute horseshit is this? I'm honestly shaking. Pringles makers making their potatoes with only 3% potato flour to avoid the UK's 0% VAT tax on crisps. Potato chips. Lawyer's reaction. MFs in the exam hall realizing there's gonna be no red line beneath the words to correct their spelling mistakes. People who have a collection, what do you collect? Regrets. Life is short. Eat first, ask questions later. 8-year-old me imagining catfish. Hey, it's your Uber driver. Just a heads up, my girl just dumped me and I'm blasting AC/DC at full volume. I won't be turning it down or changing the music. Also, the car is a little crammed because I have got all my stuff in here because she kicked me out. If that doesn't work for you, please feel free to cancel the ride. 100% taking this ride. Your TV was successfully mounted, sir. I'm done. Why those legs are there? In case it falls off the wall it will land on its feet. Can't argue with that logic. What do you think A Song of Ice and Fire? What do you think Kingchilla Chronicle? POV. You are having a best nap of your life but that one friend decides to call you. Vacating on vacation. Working on vacation. When you're unemployed and can't decide if you wanna do self-care, workout, apply to jobs, deep clean, binge watch Netflix or take a nap. When you forget what you were doing and just stand there loading. I'm literally fine as long as I don't think about the past or the future and also the present. Tier list of women. Out of my league. 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 The guy who made Skip ad appear but it's actually another ad, arrives in hell. Satan. Well, I just wanna say that I'm a huge fan. Unskippable ads wouldn't be as annoying if ads and commercials were just good again. We attempted to negotiate but Galactus asked too high a price. Well, what does he want? He asked for every single name on the EPS list to end up behind bars. It's sure weird how depression and anxiety are huge problems for young people in a society where everything costs more every year and every single human act gets monetized on a planet that is boiling alive. Must be a coincidence. Your trauma made you stronger. Cute. Mine turned me into a sarcastic legend with trust issues and elite meme taste. Dude at Starbucks just left the crowded store and went by everyone and every single person in that store said goodbye. I literally just met the main character. The villain ruining my life. Let's see who this really is. Me trying to focus on work while the office folk are browsing TikTok on full volume. When you moved on from that one person but life isn't even giving you another chance at love anymore. My body at 3 AM. Let's wake him up for no reason. My body 10 minutes till alarm. Let's make him feel more comfortable than he's ever felt in his life. The justice system when the crime involves the elite. The justice system when the crime involves ordinary people. We are moving on from apps, the internet, the FUR. Do you know basic maths? Yes. Arrange these numbers in such a way that I can contact you anytime. Soldier. Sir, my leg is itching. Army camp doctor. When I have a crush I don't kick my feet or twirl my hair, instead I'm in my kitchen at 3 AM pacing in circles with my hands clasped behind my back like a middle-aged divorced detective haunted by a cold case he just can't crack. Me standing in a room for 5 minutes trying to remember why I was there. Conspiracy theories. Spoilers. How do I say F you politely, with all due respect, and to course yourself? If having X is how people are born, why is it I have never had X but I was born? Me excited for my first Valentine's date in years, the worst sinus infection I have had in a decade. How it felt as a kid to visit your dad's workplace. How it feels to go to your own workplace. My daughter says you are a fan of Lilo and Stitch. I liked 2025 remake. You have exactly 5 seconds to get out of my house. Man. Trying his best to hide. The serial killer. Ahem. So what if you can see the darker side of me? The man. No one would ever change this Annie. The serial killer. There you are. Bosses are such comedians. I can't offer you more money, but I would be happy to offer you more responsibility. Like lol, that's incredible. Best joke of the day. 10 out of 10. Stop asking why we are not having kids. Half of America makes less than $35,000. You must be 18 plus to view this content. 12-year-old me, born in 1883. When you leave the bathroom stall and the next guy gives you this look. That one random drawer that everybody has in their kitchen starter pack. A view of all the things I think to say after an awkward conversation ends. In college I fell out of my bunk bed and broke both of my legs and one arm. Years later on a date I made a joke about being clumsy and the dude told me I couldn't compare to this woman his EMT brother helped once, who fell out of her bunk and broke all the bones. It was me. When you go to the toilet and forget to take your phone and now you have to laugh at memes from memory. OMG, it's already 2000 and I can't wait to grow up in a century of economic prosperity and peace. Reality. I follow my mother around 24/7, even to rooms I do not need to be in. LinkedIn. I'll lead cross-functional initiatives in human proximity and emotional oversight, ensuring continuous alignment, visibility and real-time support across all household operations. You're gonna shit your pants and chill your roommate when you see what these child stars look like now. Tim, you are the most beautiful woman I have ever met. You just want to F me. Tim, wow. And smart too. The moment you realize giving 110% gets you the same paycheck as Chad who forgets to do his job. When you are talking bad about someone and they suddenly appear out of nowhere. How about Dow? Here's hey handsome. They mean the guy next to you. Me after pretending to be busy for 8 hours. Ancient dogs and wolves ate raw meat, live in the dirt, terrified early humans, took down large beasts in packs, modern dogs, touch cement before seeing a vet, lies. When you finally found the Instagram ID of that one girl from your childhood but her bio says F love be money minded, my disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined. Everywhere I go, I see his face. When I see a spider in my room, I'll tell you one last time, you can live outside my sight. Replacing my parents' chandelier with a traffic light. The justice system when it involves police, the justice system when it involves commoners, the justice system when it involves the elite. The look you get from the cashier when you bring 11 items in the 10 items or less checkout. Me after a weekend of drunk activities. Monday Lisa. How I learned English, school, games, movie. Exercise, eating. Mass surveillance when it meets mass-produced AI slop. Finally, a worthy opponent. Our battle will be legendary. 144p, 360p, 1080p, 4K. Todd Lyon. FIFA. Legally, it's questionable. Morally, it's disgusting. Personally, I like it a lot. Waking up at 5 AM. Still being awake at 5 AM. Me randomly talking to myself and laughing at my own jokes. A lion doesn't tip minimum wage workers because lions are wild animals and don't understand economics. POV. You're finally starting the task you said you started a week ago and the document says request access. Millennials aren't cheating on their partners anymore because they are lazy. Women signing petitions to free violent criminals right after posting about how scary it is to walk alone at night. It takes me like 3 months to calm down, please don't bother me. And just remember, when you make fun of a girl or a boy, their mom is clueless sitting at home excited to ask them how their day went. Awake but at what cost?
Spare change. spare change, ma'am?